Previously on Mizzurna Falls.
Let's meet back here in half an hour. If you spot the bear, fire your gun. Our objective isn't to kill it, but to drive it further into the forest where it can live in peace.
And that's how that went last time. That bear is going to live in peace forevermore. And we have some things to do now. For instance, we failed to stop the diary from being stolen. And we just have to live with that. However, before we continue on, there is one thing I wanted to look at. I decided to hang out at Emma's house instead of going to the funeral to see what would happen if you're on the outside. And what happens is, well, Mel does show up, and he's running. And then he vanishes. Hold on, we didn't really get a good look at that. Let's take a look at that again. So this is like 12:30. Mel shows up at Emma's house and runs at the fence and then vanishes. He's gone. I took a look around this house. I didn't see him around anywhere. That is his motorcycle. Not behind the house. So, someone in the chat did suggest that when we search Emma's room, we always have to have her mom in the room with us. And when she goes into the room, she specifically stands in front of the closet. So we can't look in the closet. So it could possibly be that maybe Matthew is not the only one who knows the old closet trick. Maybe Mel does too, but we can't actually see it because Sarah is standing in front of the closet. So maybe that's where he's hiding that time. But if we... Hold on. We're just going to fast forward a bit. The music started. I was wondering, where was the music? Wasn't there supposed to be music? Oh, there he is. He just, like, appears from there. I tried following him, and at some point I just didn't see him anymore. I'm not sure if his bike vanishes at some point, but at some point he just wasn't there. I don't know. I don't know if you can actually follow him for forever. Well, he's here at the time when the theft... Well, was the theft at 2:10 or was it 2:30? Because I thought we got called down at around 2:30. Not quite 2:30. Okay, so Dad comes home, and if we're in the house, he calls us down, so we can't be there. And then people show up because they heard about the theft. And we can't talk to them. Alright, so, Mel's the only one that we can actually see show up at this point in time, so he certainly seems like he would be the one to steal it. Also, Mel did know Emma, and Mel might be aware that Emma kept a diary that might have something incriminating in it. So, sure, it follows that he would be him. All right. Let's go to where we left off last time, which was, let's see. It was this, wasn't it? Because at this point, we got the ring, we got the key. When I went outside, was he not there? Morgan is on the other side of this door. So, continuing day 2. He's not here. And his car's not here. Wait, what happened? Why didn't Morgan just vanish? Yeah, he just kind of vanished when I went through this door. And now she's going. Alright, so strange thing was that last time I tried to show her the locker key, and I couldn't. Now, I'm trying to remember how this progression went the first run. I'm pretty sure I was able to show her the locker key right after the theft, and she said, "Oh, that's for a locker at school. We should go there." Who is the burglar? Who could it be? But I can't show her items. I don't know. Do I have to talk to Morgan first before showing it to her? She has a lot of leg strength. I cannot show her these items. I don't know. I can't. Okay, there we go. Well, I have to show her the key for her to realize it's a key to the school. And then she has to help me get into the school. But she's not doing it right now, and I don't know why. Alright, well, if that's not gonna work... Hold on. If that is not gonna work, is there anything else we could do? Well, there was trying to find Holly at the school. There was talking to Nas about the bear corpse. And there was the 9 o'clock meeting at the cemetery with Mel. So these are all options. Now, Holly... we were told she's in the staff room after 2 o'clock. Is she still there? Don't know. But maybe let's just... We do have time before the cemetery. Might as well. Oh, also there's a sheriff's station. Morgan's car is not here. I don't know if... Do I have to talk to him about the stuff I found first? I'm trying to remember if that was the order. Did I try to show him the key? And then show it to Winona? I just don't know. Well, hopefully Winona is up for this tomorrow. Even if it's not working tonight. That's a good angle of that car. Alright, someone's in there. 2 people are in there. The regular teacher is in there. Are you Holly? This is Holly. Miss Holly, are you Kathy's homeroom teacher? Yes, and who... Okay, she doesn't have a portrait, so she's not a real character. I'm Matthew Williams. I'd like to ask you some questions about Kathy, if that's all right. Oh my, I didn't know Kathy had a boyfriend like you. Well, yeah. Look, what kind of girl was my girlfriend Kathy? I'm not sure she had anyone you would call a friend. Never once saw her talking happily with anyone. So she wasn't good at being social? Yes, but it's not like she was just shy. She seemed to deliberately distance herself, like she was purposely cold. I tried to talk to her, told her she ought to try making some friends, that being with others is fun. And you know what she said? I have the Lord and my Father. That's kind of creepy. But her words didn't strike me as genuine. I think she was deceiving herself on some level. So Kathy was always alone at school? Usually, but one day she joined the full moon party planning committee out of the blue. A party that was held back at the start of December? I was shocked too. Of course I was all for it. So did that go well for Kathy? Who knows? She ended up quitting soon after. After that she was no different. Not that she would have been. I wonder what possessed her to do that. Such a mysterious girl. I see. Anything else? Oh, why did that taskbar appear? Don't do that. If you find anything out, let me know. Alright. So she joined, like, the party commission. Let's see. I do have their phone number from the first run, don't I? Let's see. Party commission is circle, circle, cross, square. Hello, who's calling? Did you work on the dance party committee? Dance party? The one we had earlier this month? Sure I did. Just out of interest, was Kathy also part of the committee? Kathy Flannery? Yeah, she joined, but she wasn't very cooperative. How did she seem to you at the time? Are you her friend? Sure. She joined, but she basically did nothing. When I asked her why she bothered to join, guess what she said? I'm rebelling against my father. What does that mean? I don't know either, but she said something like a party celebrating the full moon is like worshipping the devil. Or something. What a weirdo. But she also said there's a wall painting in the basement of her house showing the devil worshipping the full moon. What the hell? Anyway, she was tough to figure out. That's all I remember about her. Thanks. See ya. Alright, so yeah, she wanted to rebel against her father, who was trying to make her walk the straight and narrow, but a teen doesn't want to do that. No straight and narrow for her. Well, also now we have an idea of what might be in that basement. But can we get in the basement is the question. What? Oh, I don't know. Do you recognize this? Miss Holden, have you seen this type of key before? Looks like a student's locker key to me. What about it? I borrowed it from Emma's room. Can you let me look around the school? Matthew, please leave the investigation to Morgan. I know how you feel. The main school building is currently off limits. I can't let you in there. Yeah, she only lets Winona in there, unfortunately. Ring? You with a ring? Wouldn't have expected that. Seems like it was Emma's, or at least she had it. I see. Oh, there's a letter engraved on it. I. How unusual. I don't think there are any students here whose name starts with I. Whose ring could it be? What's wrong, Matthew? Please take a look at this note. 9 p.m. motel. Lakeside Motel? What's this about? I don't know. Yep. Alright, so we did get some information. We did meet Holly. We got some information. Alright, so I guess the entire reason to meet Holly is so you find out that Kathy joined the party planning committee, so you can call them on the phone and find out about the painting in the church basement. Okay, so does that mean that maybe Matthew can ask about the basement? On another note, I showed that Mel shows up at Emma's house. Actually, he also shows up there again very early in the day and just like stands outside looking around. He doesn't do anything, he just stands there. And he leaves, and then if you follow him, he goes to the workers' housing, and just stands there. And then Dennis shows up, and the both of them just stand there. I mean, Dennis owns the workers' housing. And we know Mel gets arrested there for robbing the diner. We can't do anything at the workers' housing, though. It feels like there should be something we can do there, but we just haven't been able to do anything. And there are a couple cars parked here. I don't know if that's relevant to anything, but hey. I mean, I guess someone's leaving. Sure is cold. Sure is. It's an unusual park, isn't it? It's like this elevated platform with like this statue in the middle, sort of, and then you have some benches. Let's see. So, 9 o'clock. We're gonna be going to the cemetery. We got to Holly. I wonder if we can go to the church and ask about the basement. We may have time before 9 o'clock. Also, if we see Morgan around, try to show him the key. Again, I don't know if he'd say anything, but again, I don't know why Winona... I don't know I was not able to show Winona that stuff. Flawless driving. It is funny that during the first time I was wondering, what if you knew that these events were happening in advance and you just went there to head them off? And we're seeing what the game does. It just doesn't let you do anything. I mean, I guess for the story to proceed, certain events have to happen. They can't just let you interrupt it. But it is funny when you know Mel is gonna go into that house and steal that diary, and there's just nothing you can do. You can try waiting outside, you can try going inside, you can try searching that desk, you can try waiting in the room. Nothing's gonna work. Don't know if the priest will be at the church at this time. At some point, he goes to the bar, right? So he can stand outside and tell people not to go in the bar. Oh, that's his car. Priest is here. Just let me ask you about it. I don't expect you to let me in. I just want dialogue to change. Did you know, Matthew? Humans are inherently sinful beings. It's through prayer alone that we can be cleansed. I've heard. Alright, doesn't seem like we can ask about it. A key? Do you have any ideas? It's quite nondescript. I don't think I recall anything. Let's see. What's this ring? Have you ever seen it? I don't know. I do not wear such things. The motel. Mel Aston? 23rd. Huh? That boy, he's always going to the bar, isn't he? Yeah, it would seem so. Right, so this is the only time we get an idea of when that motel meeting might have happened. He says, the 23rd. Why would he know that, though? But maybe we need to talk to him to find out that number? Think of your future first in every choice you make. So, I don't know if that's essential. Also, something else I don't know. Remember the first run, we got that one scene where I just happened to show up in the church when the priest was praying and said that it's actually a good thing that Kathy died because she can't sin anymore? I wonder if that's an essential scene. Do we need to get that? I don't know. I don't know if Matthew's going to acknowledge anything here. It won't open. He doesn't say it's locked. He says it won't open. Does he acknowledge the trapdoor? He does not. Alright, I'm sure that since we got that conversation, there must be some option, there must be some possibility of asking someone about it. But if not the priest, then I don't know who. The bar would not be open yet. We could, I mean, we would have time for a little bar visit before the cemetery, once it does open. Actually, I mean, we've tried this before. It feels like the guy at the motel should have something to say at some point. I mean, Dr. James even suggests it. It just never happens, though. No, still can't. It feels like we should be able to. And then, as we know, there are the 2 doors here. That you'd figure at some point you can interact with. We, of course, do have the mystery of the mysterious cabin that you have to use the boat to get to. We've never seen anyone over there. We've seen people in the boathouse, but we haven't actually seen anyone over there. I think Naz's store is closed at this point, even though his lights are open. Yeah. Not sure if he would be in his apartment at this time. Oh, is she here? Taco Girl is not here. It feels like Taco Girl should have something to say at some point. Even though, like, in the first playthrough, she consistently did not. I don't know if it's necessary, but we can look at this to confirm that Naz's room is 205. I mean, we already knew that. I don't know if Matthew needs to know that. Can I see? Oh, there's Isabella. I do not see Naz. Isabella's on her way to work. Hello, ma'am. Can I show you this? No, I cannot show you anything at the moment because we have not been properly introduced. Naz is not here. I want to talk to him about the bear corpse. Because he has it. Well, I guess we can talk to him about that the next day. Or, I mean, maybe later he'll be in his apartment. Or maybe we'll just find him on the streets. I figure we probably should talk to him about it. Don't know if we'll get anything, but... Where does Naz go, I wonder, when he's not in the store, but he's not in his apartment? Is he just walking around? Maybe he sometimes does go to the bar, I think. We can't actually witness the Isabella's performance of Eternity until we do the thing with the electric organ. So we can't witness that tonight. Here's Wolf. How you doing? The thing I'm not sure when thinking about the story of Mizzurna Falls is I'm still not sure how the whole underground criminal element of the town and the occult part of it go together. Because it seems like they do go together. But I'm not sure at this point just how that is. Because we have Kathy dying. Well, Kathy's injuries. She was strangled as part of what seems to be an occult ritual to die and then come back to life. The bear attack might have been just coincidental. I'm thinking there's a good chance it might have been. That's Nas. Nas, why are you walking around out here? Nas, where are you going? I still think there's something in that forest. Maybe another bear. Just a hunch, but, you know. I have a sixth sense for this kind of thing. Nas, where's the bear corpse? What have you been doing with it? Does not seem like I can show him anything. Just making sure I'm in range. No, okay. Yeah, so like I was saying, Kathy and Emma seem to be interested in this ritual, this occult ritual. And Dr. James also seems to be interested in that ritual. And we know that he went into the woods on night 7. So I'm guessing he's part of that. But there's also this bit about this, a criminal element in the town with Mel and Dennis, and Wolf and Isabella are involved in it. I don't know how that could connect with the occult thing and the bear. It seems very disparate. But Mel did say that he solved the Emma problem, so maybe it all does come together in some way. I don't know what that way is. We're in the cemetery, and Mel said on the phone that he's gonna have a meeting here tonight, so we're gonna just tap, tap, tap on this fast forward and see when that happens. Oh, here he is. He's here. It's Mel. I need to find a place to hide. Oh, it's automatic this time? The hiding? Yep, we're hiding. Oh, Bonehead? That's a completely new portrait. How would Bonehead sound?
You're punctual.
Meh.
Hey, did you hear? Someone broke into Emma's house.
I know that.
Well, no need to worry about Emma. So no big deal, I guess.
You didn't call me out here just to talk about that kind of crap.
Yeah, well... So, when are you gonna return the money?
Tomorrow, around noon, I'll be coming into some major cash.
Oh, major cash? What, you got a gold mine somewhere I don't know about?
Whatever, look, you have the money tomorrow. Then we're done, right?
Well, as long as I get paid, I don't care what you do. Just make sure this ends tomorrow. You won't wait any longer. He ain't as forgiving as I am. The Emperor Palpatine can't guarantee what might happen to you.
All right. Anyway, tomorrow.
Looking forward to it.
He's like shaking his fist. All right. Well, a new character has appeared. Pause that for a second. New character has appeared, Bonehead, and that's obviously someone who's involved with the criminal element. Mel owes him money. I guess though Bonehead is probably not his accomplice in the diner robbery, is he? Because Mel said he was going to come into some big money tomorrow, which has to be the diner robbery. So, and we know Mel that had a second person. There was someone else. But I guess it's not Bonehead, since Bonehead doesn't know about the robbery. And Mel's doing it to pay him back. There he goes. Alright. So, I guess we wanna be there tomorrow. For that robbery. In the first playthrough, the subject of the second person never actually came up. Alright, the bar's open now, I guess let's head back there. So, I mean, Bonehead, I assume, is not just wandering around on the map. Like, some characters seem to be, like, persistently on the map at all times, and some characters just seem to vanish, and I'm guessing Bonehead is not just somewhere on the map. Wow. That was good timing. I just popped out of the car right when I hit. Didn't even intend to do that. Yeah, and I don't expect to see a painting of the devil worshipping the moon in a church, Father. But word has it that's what's down there. Alright, Dr. James. Kathy was in and out of this place a lot. Maybe Emma and Kathy struck up a friendship here. Alright, need to show you my stuff. Key found in Emma's room, huh? You know what it unlocks? I don't know everything. Just found it tossed in an empty vase. Doesn't sound like a place you'd hide something special or secret. Most likely it's some everyday sort of thing. Yeah, it's her locker key. What's this? I don't think it's Emma's. Never saw her wear a ring like that. There's a letter I on it. Any ideas? No idea? That's all the help I can give you there. Real new Kathy, coming down to drink sometimes. She's not here tonight. Who knows when she'll show up again? She'll show up, well, Sunday night, but not alive. Take a look at this key. Huh? Why? Doesn't seem to know anything about it. He knows about this ring. What's with the ring? I found it in Emma's room. In Emma's room? Know anything about that ring? No? Well, no need for you to know. Don't go around flashing it at people. Why not? That ring is worn by some nasty folks. Really? Yeah, they come in here causing all kinds of trouble. I don't really know much about it, but that ring seems to be how they'd identify each other. I see. Hey, do you think Bonehead has a ring like that, but it says B on it? Does he have the B ring? And ain't ever been to the motel. There's Isabella back there. Yeah, if Bonehead shows up, we are absolutely showing him the ring. Yeah, get around there. Get around here. Alright, so it's getting late, so opportunities to do things tonight. Doesn't seem like there's a whole lot we could do. I still don't know why I was not able to show the key to Winona. And speaking of Winona, we could go to the gas station. Hi there. Let's see if she's home. No, can't show him any of that. And I don't see her here. Work our way out of there. Yeah, maybe we should just go home and then sleep and get up tomorrow. don't suppose anyone's here at the sheriff's department. Oh yeah, is that? I think that's Morgan's car. It is. Oh, it's locked. Well, he might be in there, but it's locked. No cars by the park? Yes? Hello? Matthew? Winona? I'm at the park, right? Oh, this is when the park meeting happens. What are you doing? Just doing some thinking. I'll head over now. I'll be waiting. Yeah, okay, we can get there from here. There's Morgan. We have an appointment to make. I assume the meeting with Winona at the park, I assume you need this. I assume it's essential. There's a curfew, she snuck out. Something bothering her. It's about Emma. The Emma thing's been a shock. It's different for Winona. She had the feeling that Emma would leave one day. She went to Wolves with Emma one time. And Emma was wasted. She was shocked, tried to take her home, but the creepy guy... I wonder if the creepy guy was Bonehead. Did Emma stab Bonehead in the thigh? The existence of Bonehead is causing me to insert Bonehead into all of the possible scenarios. There's another Emma I don't know. I tried so hard. When we say goodbye that night, Emma asked, "Is it fun being with me?" And I said, "Sure." Emma asked, "Would you be sad if I disappeared?" And I said, "Of course. Why would you ask that?" Emma smiled and said goodnight. Winona. Now we have the option for heart or to blow on her. We did do heart last time, so this time I will do blow. I should have been able to help her. Don't be so hard on yourself. Emma probably didn't want to get you involved in whatever was troubling her. And she probably couldn't tell you because she cared so much about you. Thank you, Matthew. I wish she would have talked to me even so. Yeah. Thank you for listening to me. My dad'll be worried about me. I should head home now. Matthew, you'll drive me back, won't you? Sure. Wind's freezing. But before we go home, could I show you something? No? Apparently not. Apparently I cannot. Don't know what will trigger me being able to show her the key. Not. Can I show you in the car? No, I cannot. Alright, so, right. Winona, you feel like breaking into the school tonight? Winona, if we hypothetically found a camera that Emma owned, and I got it to take, I brought it in to get the pictures developed. You wouldn't steal one of the photos, would you? Matthew. Thanks for everything. Good night. Like, you wouldn't lie to me and say one of the photos didn't have anything on it, it was just black. But in fact, it did have something on it. And you were keeping it from me. You wouldn't do that, right? Oh. You know, it's been a while. I forgot that the game had a tendency to do this. It has been a little while since it's done this. So, okay, that'll be tonight's session of Mizzurna Falls. So, we got some stuff done. We got to the cemetery meeting, and we were introduced to Bonehead. A new character. He has a portrait. He's got a character portrait and everything. So that's something. And let's see. We also talked to Holly and found out that Kathy was part of the party planning club. And we called the party planning club. And then it turned out that we found out that in the basement of the church there is supposedly a painting of the devil worshipping the moon. So obviously we got to get in there. We got to get in that place. Don't know how. Maybe we can ask people. I wasn't able to ask Dr. James about it in the bar. I don't know. Maybe in the hospital? Maybe if he's in the hospital I could say something about it? I don't know. Not sure about that. I feel like this has to be a dialogue. I feel like this has to change the dialogue somehow with someone. We saw Mel hanging around Emma's house. I mean, confirming that Mel stole the diary. We figured that. But we basically confirmed it, and also there does not seem to be a way to stop it. So we did find out a few things. I'm still confused, though, as to why I cannot show Winona the key. Because that was the progression in the first run where I showed her the key. She said, that's Emma's locker's key. We have to go to the school. We go to the school. We talk to the teacher. Winona says she forgot a notebook. She has to go in there. And then we were allowed to take the key to go in there. And if I can't show Winona this key, we can't do that. Is the problem. Maybe next time we'll be able to do that. I don't know. Hopefully. We will see as we continue on with Mizzurna Falls, despite the game's best efforts. Maybe we'll get in that school.